Good afternoon, students. So in my last video I explained why the Mendelian principles that was unnoticed or why that are unrecognized. So there are several causes which are mainly responsible for the unrecognition of the Mendelian thoughts or the Mendelian principles. But only in 19th century, the three European scientists, so they again rediscovered the Mendelian principles. Whatever that was given by the Mendel in 1865, and that is commonly called as rediscovery of Mendelian principles. Therefore, they were regarded as rediscoverers of Mendelism. Now, the basic principles which was given by the Mendel on the inheritance, that is called as Mendelian principles. It may be law of dominance or unique characters, or it may be law of segregation, or also called as purity of gametes, and the law of independent assortment. Whatever it may be. So the next concept is, so usually here, after the invention of the microscope only, scientists, they noticed the cell division. In that cell division or during the cell division, they also identified some colored bodies that are nothing but chromosomes. Later on, the two scientists, they were called as Walter Sutan as well as Boveri. For the first time, they used the chromosomal movements. So because of the invention of the microscope, they were in a condition to identify the cell division. During that, they also observed chromosomes and also movement of the chromosomes. And that movement of the chromosomes they used to explain the Mendelian principles. Now here, accordingly, so during the process of that cell division, that is meiosis, so these chromosomes, what observation they made? The chromosomes and the genes that always occur in a pair. The chromosomes and genes always occur in a pair. And the two alleles of that gene pair, the two alleles of that gene pairs are located on homologous site of homologous chromosome. Means that allelic forms of a gene that are present on the same site. That alleles occupy the same position, that present on the same site on that homologous chromosome. And during the metaphase 1 of the meiosis 1, during the metaphase of the meiosis 1, these chromosomes pair, the two homologous pair of chromosomes which aligned at the, that means which are arranged at the equatorial plate, which aligned at the metaphase plate independent to each other. How that are arranged on an equatorial plate? That to that homologous pair of chromosomes which are arranged on that central plate, that is equatorial plate, which are always independent to each other. And during the anaphase, but during the metaphase, that homologous pair of chromosomes which are aligned at the equatorial plate and which are independently arranged. But during the anaphase, what happens? That the homologous pair of chromosomes that segregate. Segregate means that undergo separation, that too independently. Here the arrangement is also always independent to each other. So that is not depending. Always that aligned on the equatorial plate, independent to each other. And again during the anaphase, what happens? These homologous pair of chromosomes which undergo separation or segregation, that separation is also always independent with each other. Then according to Walter Sutan as well as Theodore Boveri, the pairing as well as segregation, pairing of chromosomes as well as separation of a pair of chromosomes, that result in the separation of the pair of alleles of a gene, because where the genes are located on the chromosomes. So according to Boveri as well as Sutan, so here the pairing as well as separation of the pair of chromosomes, pairing of chromosomes as well as separation of chromosomes, that lead to that result in the separation of pair of alleles. That is the main concept given by Sutan and Boveri. What they state? The pairing as well as separation of the chromosomes, that pair of chromosomes, that leads to the separation of the pair of alleles, because where that are located on a chromosomes. If pairing of chromosomes takes place means again genes also pairs with each other. Separation takes place means here separation takes place. So finally what we can conclude here? So here Boveri as well as Sutan, they united the segregation of chromosomes with the Mendelian principles. They united what? Segregation of chromosomes. That means separation of chromosomes with the Mendelian principles, and they call this as chromosomal theory of inheritance. What is chromosomal theory of inheritance? It is the united or combination of the segregation of chromosomes with the Mendelian principles. So that is what called as chromosomal theory of inheritance. So for example, if we consider a diploid cell means two sets of chromosomes, that too which having what? The 4 number of chromosomes. That means 4 number means 2 pairs of homologous chromosomes. So in a cell, how many sets of chromosome is there? 2 sets of homologous chromosomes. That means 4. Now, there are 2 possibilities of this 2 pairs of homologous chromosomes that undergo separation during the meiosis. How many possibilities are there? 2 possibilities of this 2 pairs of homologous chromosomes to segregate or separation during the meiosis. Now here, this is one possibility. I will show the another one. Here, the 2 pairs of homologous chromosomes. So one is, this is orange, long orange chromosome with the what? another one is small green chromosome, that having a green part, and another one is the yellow color one with the small red part. So one having what? The long orange with green, small green. Another one is long yellow with the small red part, chromosomes. So this is during meiosis of the anaphase 1. Now when that cell enters into the anaphase 2, that is meiosis 2nd, anaphase 2, what happens? These two homologous pair, the orange with green, that pair separates to the, that means that moves to the opposite pole, and the long yellow with the small red part that moves to the another pole. That means these two undergo what now? Separation or segregation. And that too finally what happens? Now that result in 4 germ cells. That is the 4 germ cells. Now these separates. Now how this takes place? That is the red, orange with small green one. This is one germ cell and this is another germ cell, and long yellow with small red chromosomes. So how many germ cells are totally formed? So that is what? The 4 germ cells. So during meiosis 1 anaphase, actually here what happens? That undergoes separation. Then during the meiosis 2, what happens? Again that is equational. So whatever the reduction that occurred here, that maintains, and finally that gives rise to the germ cell. This is one possibility. Another possibility is reverse, where the orange, long orange with what? Red, small red chromosome, and long yellow with smaller chromosome. This is just reversal of the smaller parts. Again, what? The second anaphase, same. This 2 separates. This is red one. This is green. Now finally what happens? 4 germ cells. So that orange that having red, orange with red, yellow with green, yellow with green. So this is the 2 possibilities of segregation of what? Chromosomes. So here it is the union of segregation of chromosomes with the Mendelian principles. According to them, the pairing as well as separation of the pair of chromosomes that led to the separation of a pair of alleles, because that are located on the chromosomes. So according to them, during the process of meiosis, so what are the important features takes place? There are two chromosomes and genes which occur in a pair, and the two alleles of a gene pair are located on homologous site of homologous chromosome, and during metaphase 1 all these homologous chromosomes which align on the central plate, that is metaphase plate, which are independent with each other. And during the anaphase, these homologous pair of chromosomes undergo segregation, the two which are independent with each other. According to Burrs, Sutan and Boveri, the pairing and separation of pair of chromosomes that led to the separation of alleles, that is the pair of alleles because which are located on the chromosomes. Now, the father of experimental genetics we know, that is modern genetics. And there is one more father for the experimental genetics, who is none other than Thomas Hunt Morgan, T.H. Morgan, who conducted some cytological genetical experiments on a Drosophila melanogaster to show the linkage and crossing over. We will discuss that in the next class.